Welcome everybody to another episode of Recruitment Ops. I did it again, and today I'm joined by the lovely Daisy from Park Avenue Recruitment. How are we?
I'm great, how are you?
I'm good. We just finished sorting out this studio for ourselves today.
Yeah, it took a little while, but we got there in the end.
Nice.
Eventually.
Let's start with some introductions. So if you want to just give everybody who's listening or watching an introduction into you, your role, and probably Park Avenue.
I'm Daisy. I am the Marketing and Operations Manager at Park Avenue. Park Avenue, we are an interim recruitment company for the public sector. So we work with a lot of local authorities, housing associations in the built environment industry. So we do a lot of housing roles, homelessness, lots of town planning, environmental health as well. That's a newly open sector that we've got. Surveyors, loads.
Yeah, nice. And we've actually done a bit of work together before. Yeah. I always say to people that the best ever whiteboard artist I met is you, because your process map was like textbook compared to other people's.
Meticulous.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of like the whole marketing meets ops intersection for me. I think that's probably what that is.
Yeah, I do get a lot of curiosity into how marketing and ops actually go together, because everyone's like, oh, why don't you just focus on marketing because there's so much to do, why don't you just focus on ops because there's so much to do. But I like having both together. I think that's how my brain works. I'm a creative person and very high attention to detail, I would say, which is probably why my handwriting skills on the whiteboard is quite meticulous. Very visual as well. But then I like the ops side of things. I like ticking stuff off. I like helping out the team as well. I like being involved in those processes. And I was saying to you earlier as well, wasn't I, about how all the marketing activity that I do feeds back into the company. Obviously we get clients, candidates, it feeds back into that whole cycle of how we then can optimize our service and how the operations goes along with all of that.
Yeah, connected.
So yeah, I think some people kind of are a bit like, well, you do both.
Yeah, I think that kind of comes down to historically what those roles were seen as, and the personality types that we stereotypically assume go with certain roles. I think I've said on the pod before, but like ops people in recruitment didn't exist, right? Back in the day, we had receptionists, and then because people walked in and you had someone to answer the mainline phone and stuff, and then that kind of morphed into office managers who then formatted the odd CV here and there and did like that kind of stuff. But now, like, I think ops is like fully fledged in its own. But I think people have this idea of ops being like militant, KPI, like follow the data, follow the process, and then marketing being like colouring in. You know, like that's like the thing that people say, right? I mean, I've been to a few events recently where they were talking about we're not just people that colour things in.
Yeah, I've had that a fair few times.
Yeah.
Across the years, like even my own dad was like, "What, do you cut and paste all day?" I was like, no, it's much more to it than that.
What does your dad do?
He's a paving mason.
Okay, cool.
So he has pretty much paved London.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't think I've ever met anyone that does that.
No, every time we come up here, he's like, I paved that all the time.
Nice.
But yeah, I think with the combination of the two, I think ops is it's seen as very type A, and then marketing is type B.
Yeah.
But in my head, I see it as type C. Like it's both together.
Tell me, is that what type C means? What's type A and what's type B?
Type A is when you're like militant. You want structure, routine. Everything has to be done by this. You've got everything in your diary. You're ticking things off. That's type A. And then type B is just chaos. There's no like rhyme to your rhythm, or you just kind of do everything as and when.
Yeah.
But type C, this is very TikTok vibes, I think, because we're getting into Gen Z stuff here.
Yeah, I
But
get it.
type C is like the combination of the two. I think I'm very type C.
From the definitions you've just given me, I would agree. Yeah, I would say you are.
Yeah.
I'd actually say I was actually.
I think a lot of people probably are,
Yeah.
but then you're only given type A, type B, but there's actually...
I see.
Yeah, and it's just a combination of the two. It's why I think I do the marketing quite well, but I also do the operations quite well. And it's how they... It kind of tickles both sides of the brain.
Yeah.
Because it's like you can be creative and you can be more explorative of what you're doing and a bit more like open-minded and stuff. But then on the operations, no, you have to kind of follow this process and it's just a combination of the two.
How on earth did you end up working in recruitment in the first place? What did you do before, if you did have a life before recruitment?
Well, I don't actually know how I got into recruitment, to be completely honest. It just kind of happened. I came out of sixth form. I didn't go to uni. Worked in a pub.
Mm-hmm. Where? Where was the pub?
The George, South Woodford.
Okay, yeah.
Shout out. Some of the best years of my life. I think everyone should probably work behind a bar at some point. And then I actually just applied for an estate agency recruitment company.
Right.
10 minutes down the road from where I lived.
So they've recruited specifically for estate agencies, so hiring salespeople into estate agencies.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
In their like back office team, very small team. It was just me doing like the admin, operations.
What
stuff.
did admin look like back then in there? Like
when I think back to that role, I'm like, that seems like the dark ages. It seems like the difference between what I'm doing now is crazy. Like it was predominant. I had no idea what Canva was.
Right.
Did everything on like Microsoft Word. Was like looking after the job boards, writing up all the job ads, resourcing candidates. It felt quite basic back then, but it did give me a lot of, obviously it gave me my first like office experience.
Yeah.
And it gave me a lot of confidence, I'd say. But it also led me to meet my old colleague that actually found me the job here.
Right, okay.
And then I ended up at Park Avenue.
And it's an Essex-based recruitment agency that specialises in the estate agency market.
Yes.
That has got like Wolf of Wall Street written all over it, if ever there was one. But was it like that?
Not
or
at
was
all.
it? No. What was it like?
It was
culturally?
very, very small. It was quite like, it was not like that at all.
Really?
Everyone there was really just down to earth, lovely. The director there was this great woman that was just like probably one of the most headstrong, powerful women I think I've met, which was good for me back then because that gave me a lot of confidence in myself, I think. I think a lot of the places I've been have been quite heavily like women.
Female led.
Yeah, female led. It's been quite great, but it wasn't. I don't think anywhere I've been has fit that recruitment vibe.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean.
Because so you went from there to here.
Yeah.
And I would agree that Park Avenue is, and you've got Ella and Rich, both co-founders, a good representation.
Yeah.
Ella's very, very impressive founder.
Yeah.
And was a phenomenal recruiter.
Yeah.
Probably still is. I don't know why I said was, but I mean, I just know of her. Someone who worked with her at her previous place was like, once said to me, "Did you know that this is how much she billed?" And I was like, "What? That's so good to know." So you ended up at Park Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
So how many years were you at the other place?
I want to say 3.
3,
maybe.
Yeah. Good stint.
And then I've been here for almost 5 years now.
8 years in the recruitment game.
Yeah.
What did you come in as in your first role here?
Oh, can I remember what that was? I think it was compliance and marketing officer.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So was that in the city or in London versus local? Because the other agency was in Woodford.
Yeah.
So now you're getting on the central line.
So this is my first.
Yeah.
Park Avenue was my first kind of dive into city life.
Yeah.
I became a city girly then. And I've not looked back since. I think the reason why I had to kind of leave the other one and come here was massively due to like progression.
Yeah.
I wanted to progress. I got an insight into what I could do and what I could be there, which was amazing. But then I wanted to progress more. I wanted to. Also, it was 10 minutes from my house, which was a bit. I was in like a mile radius of where I lived every day, which was just not good. Yeah. So I wanted to like fly and come up into the city.
Nice.
And yeah, I think it felt like a massive step up at the time because of how different they were. But I think it was the best thing that I probably could have done coming here.
Yeah.
I didn't think that I would be where I am now. But if I didn't come here, I would never.
No. I mean, I always tell people to make the move to London. I actually never worked for a central London agency. I always worked outside. I mean, some of them were quite big, like, and in the areas that they were in, they were big employers and like. I mean, you were in London every day anyway for meetings and stuff. But I wish I had done in my early 20s like a London office job.
Yeah.
And I do think the opportunities come there, but. That's not to say every business in London gives opportunities to people, so it is a testament to folks like Park Avenue that they create these pathways. So when you joined, how big were they? What did that team look like? And like how is it that you're now the go-to person for marketing and ops?
I kind of joined to deal with all the compliance, mainly admin stuff, and the marketing. Then it was like it was social media, kind of update the website here and there, but it wasn't like a massive function as it is now. But when I joined, it was probably maybe like 15 of us, potentially less. Can't massively remember now.
Yeah.
But I was I think I was the first hire in like the back office area. I think there was another lady that was like part-time, and then I kind of came in as the first marketing person, the first person to do my job now, essentially, which it's been great. I think I joined at the right time. I joined the right company because it's grown massively from there.
Yeah.
And it's placed me in a really good position where now I'm part of the senior leadership team. I manage not only the operations function but the marketing function as well. I have my own team, small team but a good team.
Yeah.
But it's changed massively, and I think my role's changed massively. But predominantly, it's still got the same function to it. It's still to obviously attract people to Park Avenue, get our brand out there. And just make sure everyone in there is working as best as they can.
What would you say I mean, you've had obviously grown into a more senior role, part of the senior leadership team. What do you think's enabled that to happen? You know, have you done anything in particular, or has it been very intentional? Like, did you always want that? You know?
Honestly, I think the rest of the team has probably enabled that. Both the directors and the rest of the managers. Everyone here is so, like, they're champions. They will champion you to no end. They'll give you feedback when you need feedback. They'll make you realise that, no, you can actually do this. You can actually go in that direction if you want to. I don't think I ever thought of managing, or I don't think I ever thought of myself as being capable to be in the senior leadership team.
Yeah.
But I never said no to an opportunity. I never said, no, I can't do that. I always just took anything kind of head on and said, I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
Managed to do it, worked my way up. And yeah, but I think it's the people around me. Ella in particular, she's like been in my corner the whole way. And she's probably the one that's made me realise that I can actually elevate my career to where it is now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the rest of the team are just top notch. They're brilliant.
it's good to be around a group of people that can speak plainly and honestly and give feedback, but also equally are so positive about championing people when they do good things. Like I culturally, that's like the perfect place to be from a development standpoint, I think. When I came in and did some work with Park Avenue, I said to Anna and Rich, I was like, Daisy, she's good. Great handwriting. Yeah.
Thanks so much.
They were very gushing with praise of you as well, to be fair. So, right, let's talk about projects and change, right? So we all know recruiters, we all know human beings don't like change. We all know that our industry's moving pretty quick, pretty fast, and there's lots of new tech or ideas that come along. I've been borrowed a desk here this morning, and around the office there are several things, including a giant race to the sun, run to the sun, that's going on. Plus, we've spoken about today alone, Up, VoIP. Last time I was here, we were talking about Vincere and mobile, Rocket Recruitment. Can we talk about a few projects that you've had to be a part of, led, ran, and what's worked and what hasn't? Happy to talk about good and bad.
Okay.
But don't defame any products.
No, I won't. No mentioning of products here. A most recent one that we've worked on is the whole applications process. And that is a great example actually of how all of the marketing stuff connects with all of the operations stuff. Because I've done a lot of work on the website recently. I think our new website came out about 2 years ago now. But it was a massive refurb of the whole thing. The functionality of it, the way it looked, like just a complete rejig of the brand. And obviously we work with job boards, got quite a good LinkedIn presence now, in my opinion. But all of that, trying to attract people to the website, get them to apply for the jobs, relevant people. Started outsourcing the SEO as well, which has saved my life, and just made things a lot easier. And they're great people to work with as well. But then kind of channeling that into measuring the applications, seeing who's coming through, making sure that the people are actually checking them. That has been a process, a big process, and quite a challenge, because it's not we've kind of made a new process to hopefully make it easier for everyone and to keep things completely visible, make sure they're on the CRM properly, tagged properly, all of that. But I'm sure, everyone knows consultants aren't the easiest to open their eyes to a whole new way of working or a new process. So it's been a bit of a challenge getting everyone to get on board with it and make it part of their everyday. It's still getting there, it's still in the early stages of it, but I think it's just the consistency that's playing a big part in that.
Consistency from who, sorry?
Me.
You.
Messaging wise.
Yeah.
Sometimes it feels a bit of like a kick in the teeth sometimes when you say something and they don't get it straight away. But realistically, no one's like that. Even I'm not like that.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell people something once, not always going to remember it, especially when there's a process in place before.
Yeah.
So it's just a continuous cycle of putting the message across, making sure that people are kind of in the know all the time doing it, and open communication. I would say inviting people to ask me questions about it whenever they need to, letting them know that I'm always there to kind of help them, coach them with it. It's been a challenge. It's still an ongoing challenge, I would say. So it's still a project that's in place, but there has been quite a lot of success with it.
Nice.
There's been all the consultants out there, they have kind of got on board with it. They have been doing it. They have listened. They have engaged with it. Everything's kind of working together now to make a good process. So it's just about keeping the consistency with it and consistent messaging and whatnot.
Do you know what's funny? Sometimes people, obviously people ask me to, or founders when they're trying to roll out some change, they're almost too scared to be consistent because they're like, God, I keep saying the same thing. But actually, you think you're repeating yourself loads, but actually the person who's hearing it is just hearing it like once a week, and it's in between everything else that they've got going on. So it doesn't feel that repetitive to them. Actually, it's just a reminder for them as it should be. And that frustration you talked about when people just don't get it. I took my first ever project, I remember, and I was just like, why the fuck is everyone just not using the new system?
Yeah.
I used to annoy the life out of me. And none of the documentation, none of the comms, none of anything that I'd done with the project talked at all about the end users, like purpose and aims. It was just about me wanting to have a successful project under my belt because I'd done a wonderful job.
Yeah.
And so I actually had to change all of the messaging around it. And I still remember it to this day. So like every time I think about projects, it's like, what's in it for them? Well, that's good. That's an interesting one. And can we talk about the comms piece around it then? So how are you managing that sort of consistency and comms around it? Obviously, you're encouraging people to give you open feedback on it, but is there specific platforms? Is it emails, Teams, Slack? How is it
Every single channel that I can get them on, I will get them on. Any way that I can hunt them down or target them, I will do it. I think, like you said, before or a few years ago, I always used to be very conscious of, am I annoying them? Am I like saying something pointlessly? Or sometimes I get like pissed off even and being like, I've mentioned this 5 times before, I'm not doing it again. But now I'm like, no, I'm just going to say it. I don't care if they're annoyed at me. I don't care if they're sick of hearing it. They won't be sick of hearing it when they do it and I don't have to tell them anymore.
Exactly. And they get the outcome that they're designed for. I had a flashback to like Liam Neeson, I Will Find You. And,
the amount of times I've used that GIF on Teams, mental. Literally the other day as well in the Teams chat, probably.
I'm going to get it up in the edit.
Yeah, please do. That is me.
Nice.
But like you said as well about the whole telling them the value of it, I think that's something that Ella really taught me as well early on, where it's like, I would say what I need them to do, but realistically, why do they care? If they don't know what's in it for them, if they don't know how it can then benefit them. So a lot of my communication now is like, okay, we've got this new process, application process, what's the benefit for you? Well, there's good people, workable people coming in that have great experience. Money. That's, you work them, place them, money. So it's just, showing them the value of what I do I've always been thinking about it, but I think even more so now that I'm part of the senior leadership team, that I am doing a lot of the, like, these bigger projects and optimizing the way that they work. It's at the forefront of my mind a lot more now, especially since the Ops Summit a few weeks ago. The man that was talking about visibility. What's his name? Mark something.
Mike Watman.
Yes.
Mike Watman.
I thought that was great.
What a man.
Yeah. I thought that was really, really insightful.
He was really, really good.
Yeah.
And there's not enough of that, actually. I think ops people do have a PR problem. But I do think it's sometimes created by themselves. Because actually, if you are constantly going out to market and saying, hey, do this because, you know, it's going to increase the value of the agency, you are going to have bad PR because you're constantly just spouting stuff that doesn't impact these people. You know, my favourite test for comms and like if I'm planning a meeting, if I'm planning a session, is I've got a like little meme for it, and it's basically Danny Dyer's face, and he's like saying, "So what?"
Right.
It's just like, so every time I write something and I'm about to hit send on some comms out, I just pop that picture up and go, right, if Danny Dyer heard this, Danny Dyer the recruiter heard this, is he just going to go, so what? Like, or is he actually going to go, all right, yeah, fairs?
Yeah.
Like, that's that, and it's that so what, and those types of questions that you have to keep challenging yourself with. I still, to this day, I'm guilty sometimes. Like, I hit send on an email, I say, no, I should have done the Danny Dyer test, because that is such a so what email. And then you go reply all again.
That's a good thing to remember, actually, though.
Before you hit send, so what are they going to say? It just makes you look and go, actually, are they going to get it or not? It's just a good, like, little test. I'll send you the Danny Dyer face that I've got that I use anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've done it a lot with my own like email communication as well, like just tailoring how I say things, especially to the team. Loads of people talk about it, but taking out just from an email, like, oh, just reaching out for this, and just being a bit more assertive with the communication as well. I feel like that has also helped me in my role kind of show the value of ops and marketing.
Okay.
Because I'm not to say I'm talking negatively about what I do anyway, but I'm just making it more of a staple to their lives. Yeah, and showing how important it actually is. Yeah,
things like language is so powerful. I mean, like, we know it is, right? There's like comms directors at giant companies that earn lots of money, right? So the justs and the so on and so forth, they slowly but surely erode like your positioning. You are essentially putting yourself as a second class or an afterthought, or like you're encroaching on their day and things like that. So yeah, I'm a big believer of language like that. I mean, I still send just following up. I'm pretty sure I send Ella a message and just following up on the VoIP chat.
I am guilty of it sometimes, I will say, but with my team especially, I will like always make sure that they're communicating, like they're just showing their value. Don't devalue yourself in an email by putting these unnecessary words in. Yeah. Especially amongst the team as well. I feel like some people take the compliance operations side of things for granted. Yeah. Because they just think they'll take care of it, they'll do it. Yeah. But showing the value with language and with all of the consistent messaging and stuff goes a long way to then ensuring that everyone in a team kind of sees me as a person of value to them and to their role.
Yeah, at that summit you mentioned, the theme was about like getting people to think mission control. Like we ops is mission control, and we are trying to get your new job title approved. Mission control manager. Yeah. I quite like mission control manager.
I think we can get sign off on that.
I know she's here today, so we should try. But I do think that's a hill I'll die on. Like that is like ops is mission control. We sit at the heart of everything. We're like people who get it and understand the value of ops always go further ahead. I worked at an agency once, and we had one lady that used to do all of our contracts, and people were rude to her, and just people wouldn't say thanks and please. Me, thanks, please, drop a back like on a Friday. I'd send her a WhatsApp or a text and say, oh, do you want a bacon sandwich because I'm at the calf? Little crisp packets here and there. Nice. On a Friday, when you were desperate to get a deal closed and go to the pub, everyone's queuing up. Who's getting their contract done? Exactly. Yeah. It doesn't hurt to be nice. No. Exactly.
And that is exactly what I used to do. Yeah. I'm not ashamed to say it. People who are nicer to me, I'll send your contract out quicker.
100%. It's just how the world goes.
Exactly.
Cool. Let's talk about another project because that's a really interesting one. So the application process, the application process, bit stymied, people getting missed. You know, it wasn't easy for the recruiters to get access to everybody, manage that workload, manage that application process through to success. So you guys have designed a new process, rolled it out. That's ace because actually you've not just gone, let's go get some new tech. You've actually looked process first, optimized it, rolled it out, and you're seeing some early wins. And now you're in the consistency message phase. Let's talk about another project. Okay. What else have you done since you've been there? Has there been anything that's gone horrifically wrong or bad? Could be. Not horrific. I don't know why I'm trying
to. There was something, I wouldn't call it a project. It was just a nice thing that we wanted to do. Yeah. This is probably the most embarrassing thing that I've done here. Okay. It's very minor as well. It's probably not even that.
I know, but let's
we launched our new website. That was a big project in itself, to be fair. Okay. One that I never thought I'd be capable of doing, but...
And that was a couple of years ago. Yeah. So 3 years into here, 5 years 6 years into recruitment, you were doing a website.
I think I was kind of like 2 years in because we were working on it for ages before it actually got launched. Yeah. But we worked with Bold on creating the new website.
Oh yeah.
And they were great. But it was a massive process, and one that was like I'd be in bed at 3 a.m. working on like looking at different designs and working on the copy for a page. And
really, that is that?
Yeah, it probably didn't even need to be that much like pressure, but I think because it's like deadline, it has to be launched now. That was probably one of the most exciting things I've done, and it felt. I think after I did that, I was like, okay, this is a big girl job now.
Mm-hmm.
I've done this.
Yeah.
This is good. But as we were doing that, we made little leaflets to send out to our. It's so bad.
Yeah, I know why I'm smiling. I don't even know what you're
It's not good. Send out to our contractors and clients. Lovely little leaflets. They were great.
Yeah.
And then we had an idea of putting chocolate bars in the leaflets to send out to everyone.
Yeah.
I think when we did it as well, it was like just coming into summer or something. No. Yeah, not good. And instead of, I didn't realise, but you know the tiny little thin dairy milks?
Yeah.
Really thin ones?
Yeah.
Theoretically should be able to be posted for a letterbox. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we chucked them in the post box.
The letterbox.
Yeah, chucked them in there.
How many people are we talking about?
Maybe like 500, 600.
500, 600 contacts and contractors.
Yeah.
Contractors, yeah. By post, chocolate in an envelope with a leaflet.
Yeah.
Which post box? Just that.
We actually had to split it between two because there were so many. But obviously, we paid for the stamps. We didn't pay for the right postage.
Oh.
So many people got a letter being like, you've got to pay £1.50.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I don't know if it happened to everyone. I don't think it did. But there was just it was a Friday afternoon. I remember it so vividly. I was working from home and it started to happen. And I was like, shit. Like, how am I going to manage this? So I just had to send out comms to about 500, 600 people to say, I'm so sorry. We tried to do something nice. It failed. Just don't pay for it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, but we had getting emails from people like, I've just paid £1.50 for a lovely letter and a chocolate bar. Thank you so much. I was just like, you're so welcome. But yeah, that was a low light of
Must have been
my career so far.
Do you know what? I'm not going to lie. I thought that was going to go much worse. So I pictured them being delivered and like melted chocolate in the middle of summer. Like,
well, I would assume that some of them got something
chocolate.
like that. Yeah, but
yeah.
I mean, in the moment, I thought it was the end of the world. I was at home. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get sacked. I'm going to have to pay back like however much money.
£1.50 500 times over.
Yeah. I thought it was just terrible. The worst thing I'd done. But in hindsight...
it's not that deep.
Yeah.
No, nothing ever is that deep though.
And I'm sure they enjoyed their chocolate bar.
Exactly, yeah. And most of them have probably got £1.50 spare. It's like, not selling it to people outside the job centre who aren't working at the moment. It's contractors on decent day rates. So how were Rich and Els with it?
Lovely.
Really?
They were fine. I think deep down they're a bit like, fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, they made me feel better about it.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
that's
it wasn't
just how they are, though, isn't it?
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No. We are not saving lives.
No.
Is what I always say. Well, like, how bad can something really be?
Yeah, I think it took me a good month or so to get over the trauma of it, though. I'm not going to lie. It was not a good time.
Nice.
But yeah, that was probably one of the worst things.
What about, tell me more about other projects that you've done that haven't necessarily been that bad?
Well, the website was a great one. I think one now that I'm kind of working on optimizing and using a lot of TRM materials for it as well, actually, is a LinkedIn bootcamp for everyone here.
Okay, nice. What's the purpose of that?
Initially, just to get the consultants posted on LinkedIn,
Right.
which is an absolute chore sometimes, but it's something that we've I mean, everyone can see the benefit of. It's another channel of income for them. It's silly not to utilize it. And I understand some of the skepticism about it, or like some people are embarrassed to post, or some people think that they run out of ideas, they're not going to have anything to post, or nothing that they would post is worth listening to. But I think what I kind of want to get out of the boot camp is to squash all of that, get rid of that, just make them predominantly look at it as another source of income for them. Like, they can get so much out of it. They can use so many things now to help them create the content. Where they don't have to magically think of 10 new ideas a week or something. But I want to make it a rigid boot camp structure for them.
Nice.
Weeks, maybe like 8 weeks.
8-week boot camp. I like it. I am with you on the thought process. LinkedIn is free. Like, LinkedIn is free. You get 50 odd connections a week, free. You can literally message and post and reach tens of thousands of people in one hit. When I first set up Embedded Ops, did the dance of all the personal branding workshops and stuff, and almost spent some money on some expensive courses. But when I distilled it down, the two main things were be authentic, which I think is something we should all try and be anyway in life. And then the other one was be disciplined and post daily. So I was like, how can I part with thousands of pounds of cash for like a lack of discipline? So I in the end was like, I ripped up everything and I just wrote my own posts every single day. But for teams and consultants, an agency I went and saw the other day, the marketing person who's also there, like, there's a good mix. He also does a bit of their finance stuff and invoicing and stuff like that.
Oh God.
But she's got a GPT that she's created, which has been fed all of their marketing collateral ever to have been fed. Has gone in there. It then, if a recruiter goes in and prompts to say, hey, I need a post to write today, I'd like to use this, and they've all got their own like little mini prompts that they use, like I'm such and such, it produces the post for them. It then puts the post in a content calendar so that it can't be used again. So that they're on rotation between the team. Otherwise, you've got one candidate connected to 10 people and they all go and use the same one that comes up. So it rotates it. But I thought that was a very, very clever use of ChatGPT.
That is.
Try and do it.
I'm banking that.
That's a good idea, isn't it? Because you can feed it all your source and stuff like that. And the bit that I thought was amazing was the tracker. Like, cause
I think so, that's something that like you'd always want to keep track of anyway, and make sure that not everyone's talking about the exact same thing all the time. But yeah, it's something, I think all the agents, like the AI agents, is something that I'm going to be hopefully building, so that just between the sectors as well, because we've got so many different desks in there, and a lot of the content can cross over, but a lot of the guys in there, they can really position themselves as thought leaders in their own desk and in that own sector. So the agent for it is just going to help them massively, and then it will minimize the I don't have an idea today, I can't post this week or something.
It's exactly that.
There's no excuses for it.
It is. I find I worked with an agency last year, right, and they were the most Instagram agency on the planet. I'd been there for like 2 hours and someone was following me on Instagram, and I was like, right, that's cool. But they all post all day long, like, and even whilst they're at work, they're just like posting stuff. But then don't post on LinkedIn. Like, this is so weird. It's like, why are you posting on your story 6 times a day to your 340 followers, but you won't post on LinkedIn where you got like 5,000 followers? I find it, my mind blows at it, but good luck with that one. That'd be a good one to hear feedback on. We touched on AI and agents, and you mentioned that that's likely to fall under your purview. Where do you land on it? Do you love it? Do you love AI or hate AI? If you had to pick one.
I'd like to sit in the middle with it personally. I think guiltily, I'm not going to lie, it's become an essential part of my life. But then on the other hand, I'm like, it's so bad for the environment. But I think there's caveats to everything, and everything in moderation is good, and having a balance to everything. I think I will definitely use it for like generating ideas, helping me, sometimes even helping me put together like how to communicate something. But
what are you using at the moment?
ChatGPT. Yeah. Trying to move over to Copilot, but I will separate it for different things. I think ChatGPT a lot for like the marketing side of stuff, but then Copilot for more of like the operational stuff as well.
You're a Microsoft house as well, aren't you?
Yeah, so it just feels a bit safer, to be honest. But yeah, I think there's a fine line between using it to like elevate your own intelligence and your own ideas and all of that, and then just using it as you kind of, and letting it replace you almost, which that I'm against. I don't like that. I think it's just, if people use it like that, I think it's just got it could just kill brain cells.
Yeah.
It's just not going to be able to let people think and come up with ideas for themselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the positive side, it's absolutely unbelievable for creating things. For like, you can have an idea, which is great. You can feed lots of information into it, which I think is the best use of it. You can't just put like a sentence in there and expect this amazing thing to come out of it. You have to feed so much into it. But start off with an idea and it can lead to thousands of others.
Yeah.
It can, it is amazing. And I do see the great benefits of it. I do use it a lot at home as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything in moderation.
Yeah. I think. My missus is vegetarian for environmental reasons, and is a little bit like slow with the AI stuff, but it is a concern of mine, the environmental element behind it. I feel like we killed creativity in the world, and creative thinking and problem solving anyway, with the emergence of Google and Instagram and that kind of stuff that we kind of just rely on to keep us entertained, versus having to be creative about how we play or how we play, but you know what I mean, like what are you going to do? And I feel like then this has come along, and then I think this could be the death of just individual thoughts and thinking, because actually so many people's first go-to is, what does ChatGPT think about this, versus I think this, I want to articulate it this way, help me bolster it up. So I think we are going to kill people. And like, I've got agencies I'm working with that like, we want to hire people that are AI literate, and I was like, AI literate needs to be defined, because someone that knows how to like get ChatGPT to reply to an email or Copilot to reply to an email is very different to someone who uses AI, ChatGPT or Copilot or any other to either make them more productive or increase the quality of their work. Like, that's for me the differentiator. But it's interesting. I don't think what's the sales floor's mentality here around AI? Are they like, do you think they're co-piloting it up, or do you think they're just getting on with the job?
I think it's kind of mixed. I think some people do use it to like elevate their service and help with their productivity. Some people don't use it at all, I don't think. They're quite comfortable in doing it how they've always done it.
Yeah.
But I'd like to say that no one in there is overdoing it.
Okay, nice.
If you know what I mean. Like, no one's letting it take over, which I think is, especially in the recruitment industry, everyone's kind of worried about, is AI going to take over and just completely get rid of all of the personality of things, like the personal touch points and like the tailored service and things like that. And that's something that we've always been good at, I would say, like the tailoring our approach and making sure that we do deliver a properly personable consultative service. So yeah, I don't think anyone in there overdoes it. I think there is the balance of using it for productivity, using it to bolster out an idea or kind of just point you in the right direction.
Yeah.
Type thing.
Research. I love it for research.
Yeah.
I like it for research to just like, I need a starting point. Like I know what I need to do, but I just need a starting point. Can you gather me as much information and considerations? I think I'm getting better at prompting. I think because I'm using it more. I think I'm getting much better. Do you know one of the game changers for me for prompting? Switching from typing to microphone.
I've tried that. I have tried that, but I think with my prompts, what I do, I kind of type how I speak anyway.
Right, okay.
But when I speak into ChatGPT, I will not stop. I'll ramble on forever. There'll be so many like pauses, ands, likes, all of that. But when I type into it, I will still probably go a bit overboard.
Right.
I'll just I'll kind of ramble in there.
Yeah.
But the more you put in, the better the
output.
quality of what you actually get out.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably where some people don't kind of get along with it as well, or they think that they don't have the time to sit there and put so much into it to get something really good out. So they'll put like a really short prompt, and then afterwards they'll wonder why if it's a LinkedIn post, why does this sound so robotic?
Yeah, but this is the problem with the world we live in today. Everyone, I speak to recruitment agency founders, ops directors, COOs, whatever it might be, every week, and every single one of them is looking for a silver bullet. I don't think that we have yet in society found any silver bullets apart from Manjaro. Realistically, and there is no silver bullet to doing more deals. There's no silver bullet to becoming the biggest influencer on LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever it might be. There is no silver bullet apart from doing the yards. And I think that the people that lazily prompt AI and then get the arse ache that it didn't deliver the result, it's just like a microcosm of just like the societal view of this is what we need to, I'm going to pay this because I want to get this, because I'll pay this if it gets me this. And I see it all the time with founders. I find it so mad. Like nothing is that easy. Like nothing has ever been that easy. If anything, realistically, at this current climate in the world we live in, we got to work probably twice as hard than we ever had to.
Yeah.
Such a grim outlook I've got on life, isn't it? But I just think that's just what it is.
No, just see the opportunities and everything. I think there's I think the more open-minded everyone could be to maybe taking a bit more time to put effort into whether it's AI or when we were talking about all the VoIP stuff. If you just like, I know that they want it out there and then. They want it to, if it's not working exactly how they want it to work, then it will never work. But if you just take a bit of a backseat, look at what you can actually do with it, the value of it in the long run, you might have to put a bit more effort into it. But after that, with AI as well, you put in the initial effort and then it does it for you. Yeah. So, I think there's opportunity in everything. Yes. Depending on how you use it.
Oh, you're so positive.
Thank you so much. I trust you.
Top, we're going to wrap up in a minute. If you were speaking to someone who's going into their first ever ops or back office role, whatever it might be, what top 3 bits of advice would you give them?
Top 3 bits of advice. I would say if I was talking to me when I was starting, I would say be more confident. It's hard to tell someone to be more confident, but don't say no to anything because you think that you can't do it. Say yes, give it a go. If you need help, ask for help, but never say no because you don't think that you're capable of it. I don't think I would have got anywhere near where I am now if I said no to things because I just assumed that I wouldn't be able to do it. Say yes to as many things as you can and you learn from it. Even if in the background you're a bit like, I don't know what I'm doing, you'll figure it out. Yeah. And there's so many things that can help you figure it out as well. There's people, there's your peers that can help you.
Yeah, group chats, there's loads.
Yeah, AI can help you.
Yeah.
But I think just say yes to as many opportunities as you can as possible, learn from them, gain confidence from them, and then I think it will snowball, it will grow. that was one piece of advice. Also, on a caveat to that, protect your time a bit. It's all well and good saying yes to everything, but as you then learn all of those things as you grow, protect your time a little bit.
Okay.
Especially in the sector that we're in, I think a lot of people can take it for granted a little bit.
Yeah.
A lot of people can sit there and think, oh, they'll do it immediately.
Daisy will do it.
Yeah, which, don't get me wrong, I will.
Yeah.
Eventually. But I've got a lot better at actually protecting my time now and knowing what I'm capable of, making sure that everything that I am doing, I'm doing that to the best of my ability, not doing everything to half of my ability.
Yeah.
So I would say definitely, yeah, protect time. And then third one, I don't know, just enjoy it, I guess. Just kind of
have fun.
Yeah, because it is fun. It's a fun industry. There's so many fun people that's part of it. Actually, another one I would say is don't be afraid to meet new people outside of your current sphere or company as well.
That's very Park Avenue of you, because I think Ella and Rich are very good networkers within things like TRN. You've obviously come into a few TRN things that I've hosted and got mugged in. Yeah.
Notoriously though, I don't like that. I'm quite a...
You said that to me when I came in to do the audit, and then back-to-back weeks you were at summits.
Yeah, but that's like, I'm pushing myself to do more like face-to-face networking things.
Yeah.
That's because I may have been here for like 5 years and I am part of the senior leadership team, but guiltily, it's only recently that I've probably made myself a bit more visible, made myself more, like put myself out there a bit more when it comes to the networking side of things, or even LinkedIn. I can't tell everyone out there to post and do all these things and show them how amazing it's going to be without doing it myself.
I know. It's so true. You do have to drink your own Kool-Aid, right?
Yeah.
A little bit. Well, good on you. And you'll have one more thing to post about, which is coming on the
Yes,
post.
I can't wait.
Have you enjoyed that?
I have, yeah. I was shitting myself, I'm not gonna lie, beforehand, but no, it's been good.
Easy?
Insightful.
Okay. Yeah.
Kind of easy, yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I do like an awkward fist bump, so I get like a screen grab for the post on LinkedIn.
I can't wait for this.
So thank you.
You're so hard.
Why are you not extending your arm more?
Because, I don't know.
It's got me with a bit of pressure.
Okay.
Right.
Retry.
Cool.
Be cool.
Right. Cool. Thanks for coming on.
No worries.